BassResinator here. I've already put some of this powder down into this mold. It's a lion mold, and he stands up real proud. In fact, that made me happy because a group of lions is called a pride of lions. So a proud lion standing proud is what we're wanting. Now, this color is pigmenti per artisti. You gotta speak it Italian, you know. It's pale, rich gold. It's already mixed up. That's 7 ounces of Bondcrafter art resin, and I poured in 3.5 ounces, and then I mixed in the gold, a scoop of this, and then I mixed it up, and then I added part A, filled it up to 7 ounces, mixed some more. But this is called Iridron, and I had never heard of it before, but I saw a Andy from CCUK Resin. He does interviews on Tuesday, and he interviewed Laura Usher from Laura's Art Corner, and she said somebody asked the question, and Andy restated it, and he said, "What's your favorite metallic colors?" And she said Iridron, and I thought, well, let me try. So it goes into the mold really easily. This mold was not easy to flip inside out. That's why I didn't show you. It was kind of embarrassing. Now this mold is also lopsided, so I have this popsicle stick down under one side, but I want to get this pouring in here. And so any spots that I may have missed, hopefully will be covered up by this resin color that I'm putting in here. Now I need to stop and squeeze it and make sure it's not having any air bubbles down here. I don't think it will be because it's pretty straightforward, but he does have a chin. I want to make sure there's no bubble under the chin. Okay, so here we go. We continue now. Pouring this. Now I don't know exactly how much this holds, so that's why I mixed up 7 ounces. And if I have quite a bit more, I have something else I want to tell you about. Now, his tail curls around back here. Put a little bit more so it's domed. Good, I have enough. Some of you may have heard of the flooding that took place north of here in Texas, and I go to a couple different Bible studies with men, and on Monday night I took a bunch of these things here. This is a ice cube tray mold in the shape of Texas, and some of them have hearts, some of them have stars. Now Texas is called the Lone Star State, so the star makes sense, but the heart, what I did was when I took those, I took a bunch of these in, and I passed them around. I said, take one. I want you to have it, and I want you to put it in your pocket. So it's sort of like a pocket heart, you know, those that are on cards, but I didn't put them on cards. I said, stick it in your pocket. Whenever you're reaching around, you're like, oh, what's that? And you find it. Pray for those people up in Kerr County, up in Kerrville, where all those people tragically lost their life. So I was telling some other guys in a Bible study tonight, and they said, oh, that sounds really cool. And I said, you want some? And they said, yeah. So this little bit left over I'm going to do with the heart ones. I'll give to those guys. So it's not raising money or anything. It's just raising a spiritual awareness, to pray. Because there's a lot of people grieving. Sometimes you don't have the answers. But we can. I'll just get religious on you. No, not in that sense. But I heard at church one Sunday, a lot of people say, well, the least I can do is pray. And the preacher got up and he goes, that's the worst thing to say. The most we can do for him is pray. And I thought, hey, I like that. So pray for Texas. And I still have some left over. And I domed that one. This one needs a little bit more. And then I'll start back up at the top. I should have looked to see how much that held. And then I'll start with the stars. And if any of you that live in the United States, I'm going to just throw this out there. If you would commit to praying for Texas, I'll send you one of these. How's that sound? It's hard enough when you lose somebody. Oh boy, that one's really full. To natural causes, or they were on hospice, they were older, whatever, and you sort of expect it. But when something tragic like this, like those floods, happen, it's really hard to take. And sometimes people are left answering or asking questions like, why? And we don't have a good answer other than it's in God's hands. We don't know the answer. And I'm going to have enough to almost fill this whole tray. I've got a couple that are a little too full. Look at that. Okay, it was meant to be. Trying to grab this mixing stick over here. Wow, that came out like it was supposed to, huh? And this one flooded a little bit out of the area. I could trim that off later or try and do this now. That one's got a lot in it. That one has a lot, and that one has a lot. Okay. Now I've got some exciting news, but I can't share it because I'm under a contract, sort of. I did some stuff for a company, and until they release it, I can't talk about it. But I really want to. Okay, look at that. This one I can share a little bit with this. This one, share a little bit with that one. this one, share a little bit with that one. Okay, they're all about the same now. Okay, we'll see you for the unmolding. Plus, the next morning, I pulled these out, and they came out very nicely. These are the ones with the hearts, and those are the ones with the stars. And like I said, if you will commit to praying for Texas during this difficult time for those families, let me know, and I'll get you one of these if you're in the U.S. Okay, now let's check out this lion. I already took the little stick out because, well, this type of silicone sticks to the silicone mat, leaves it all wobbly, lumpy. Whoa, boy, look at that. There's some gold on this now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, yeah. How proud is that lion, huh? Got a couple spots where he had air bubbles here on the back. I'll touch those up with some UV real quick. Whoa. And move this guy off to the side. Get my UV flashlight ready. Now the good thing about this, patching it up, I don't think I'm going to have to add any powder to it because it's gold underneath, so it should just reflect that gold. Now some of these things I don't know if they're actually spots or if I'm just touching just because I want to. That one's actually an air pocket. See, with this type of mold with these little undulations to cause the texture of the mane makes it difficult to get all those little air bubbles out. I think I'm just going to put this under the big lamp. Be easier. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got all of them covered up. This guy's looking really mighty stately, mighty proud, mighty proud. And that is what a lion's supposed to be. Yep. You can tell this was made in the master was made in a 3D printer because it's got all these little filament lines. It's not just a smooth texture. Doesn't matter. This is a cool looking lion. Okay. If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you're not, you should be. And, yeah. It's really easy to become a subscriber. Just go down to the bottom of this page, push subscribe. It's free. And right next to it, there's a bell icon. If you click that, anytime I do something new, you will be notified. And yeah, channel does have channel memberships. If you want to be a channel member, click the join button and follow the instructions. Yep. This is fun. I love lions, and the stateliness of them and the pride that they exude. Yeah. Okay, I'll get a couple stills of this and put them at the end of this video. Thank you for being here. We'll see you for the next one.